oligarchs were airing the riot. He was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "It's like they're rioting there at the Capitol." And he was like, "Oh, really? All right, let's go see." I'm taking off his outer coat and I get the TV ready for him and hand him the remote. And he starts watching it. And I stepped out to get him a Diet Coke. Come back in. And that's pretty much it for me as he's watching it and seeing it for himself.
That comes from an interview in a trove of documents just made public as part of prosecutor Jack Smith's case against Trump, alleging that he illegally tried to overturn the election. Trump, of course, has pleaded not guilty. CNN's Caitlin Palance is here with us. Also with us is CNN senior legal analyst Elie Honig. And Caitlin, to you first. We know so much. Or I should say we don't know so much because a lot of these documents are actually redacted. They are blacked out. It's like a sea of black. But I know you're still pouring through these nearly 2,000 pages because there are some bits and pieces. What can you tell us?
There are bits and pieces, but it's largely what we have seen before. Things like the tweets that the special counsel's office has collected, public speeches, even all of the photocopies of pages of Mike Pence's book that are relevant to this case, and photocopies of what those fake elector certificates looked like. So if you step back, this is the evidence in the case. So it's 4 appendices that the Justice Department has submitted into the court. And I got through scrolling basically all 2,000 pages of it because much of it is like this. It's totally blank, these pages.
Blank, not black.
No, well, some of it's black, but
okay.
Much of it really is just blank pages, except for a couple snippets. And those snippets are the things like that piece of a deposition in the House January 6th committee, the sort of evidence where individuals have already spoken publicly about what their interaction was with Trump, what they noticed him wanting to do as the riot was taking place, the interactions they had, the conversations that they had with him, things like Mike Pence in his book writing about what his calls with Trump were like after the election as Trump was telling him that he wanted to overturn this vote. All of this is in the court file because this is what the Justice Department needs to show the court to take this case to trial. They believe all of this is not immune, that Donald Trump should be able to sit for trial because of this, and they want to show the court, this is everything we have, this is what we would ultimately show a jury, and this is what we need to show you now to get this case moving forward.
And this is the January